Welcome to the pew.
Welcome to the pew, doo-doo-doo-doo, where we've got some changes coming up. We're going to surprise you with some changes. Lots of changes.
Or maybe you won't be surprised.
Big changes.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, nope, we're going to surprise you with changes.
And as the light wavers from one place to another, like a firefly, it actually has to be held still, Igor.
Well, somebody got to tell me where to shine it.
I'll tell you where to shine it. Where the sun don't shine.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I want to talk about. Let's talk about tax evasion.
Oh, yeah.
Topic of which you are expert.
I am an expert in tax evasion. Yes.
And I was very amused by the Israeli model Bar Rafaeli, who got arrested in Israel for evading her taxes. And the reason I thought it was funny is just because when I read the story, I thought, well, of course she didn't pay her taxes. She probably thought she was comped.
Well,
because she gets everything for free, probably.
I mean, there's some legitimacy to what you just said, because I fell into the same trap. Not to be confused with Trap Queen. I fell into the same Trap Queen, where I guess it's a sense of entitlement. I didn't pay my mortgage or my taxes. I didn't pay my mortgage for almost 3 years, and I didn't pay my taxes for about a year and a half. And it was just because something else was more important at that time, like something that demands your immediate attention. You have to
crack and Special K and heroin.
Those things, and also parties and outlaw parties and invitations and graphics and things like that.
Oh, so you're blaming graphics?
Yeah, it's graphic
for not paying your taxes and losing your home.
I mean,
your $1.3 million home.
It's 2.3
Is it
million.
2.3?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
going up every minute.
I know that it's hard for people to understand, but it's sort of like things are. Well, you must understand. I mean, things are going so fast that like it's like I'll take it that tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow turns into tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then it just never gets done.
That's true. And in fact, I'll give you an example. For the business that we run where we sell Michael's branded products, I think the sales tax are due tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And every freaking day I wake up and I say, okay, I gotta pay the taxes.
Exactly.
Gotta pay the sales taxes. And every day, like, it's all suddenly 10 o'clock at night and I'm really tired and sleepy.
Yes.
And I have no time to go on the computer and
That's
on and pay like the 39 cents.
Now you will get to a point where you don't even wake up anymore thinking about today's. Because it's just you're used to not doing it.
Yeah, and then tomorrow, which I think is the day that they're actually due, I have all these things. I have to go family functions, parties, Christmas.
They're due on a Sunday?
No, they're due on Monday, but tomorrow's the very last day that I can do it. So either I'm going to be up late Sunday night.
And do we have money? Do we have the money to pay for it?
Yeah. See, I haven't even done the calculations to determine if we even owe sales taxes. I'm assuming we don't. If we do owe sales taxes, it's a very minimal amount because we haven't sold. It's not like we sold that much.
And if we... And there may be money left over.
There is money left over.
There is no money left over, no?
Igor says there is.
Well, there isn't.
Igor says there is.
I'm sure the government doesn't know what we're talking about.
We'll talk about it again after the camera goes off.
We'll be right back.
And now a word from our sponsor. Welcome back to the pew.
Welcome back to the pew.
Welcome back to the pew.
Bitches want to know.
Bitches want to know.
Danielle Pierce wants to know how we had the idea. The cockamamie idea. To do the pew.
The pew.
I can't even remember.
We answered this question.
Well, I remember. And it was because we used to sit at the breakfast table and talk. What's that, Igor?
I said we answered this question.
I think we should just let Igor come and sit in the middle because he wants to answer every question.
Well, I don't want to answer the question, but we did answer.
And he's talking over us.
I told you when you preface the question to say
we still can't talk because
is Igor on drugs?
For the viewers that are new.
This is how Igor acts when you give him drugs.
I have not given him
For
drugs.
our new viewers.
Is he on morphine or something?
I don't know what he's on.
No.
Are you on morphine?
No, I'm not on morphine because I don't.
He's holding the little light and he's high on power.
Okay.
But the preference of the question was For the viewers who haven't.
For the viewers who haven't seen or heard our old
Okay.
episodes.
Okay. The answer to the question is that Ernie and I used to sit at the breakfast table in the morning, having conversations about daily topics and friends, etc., etc., etc.
And hence the
And we
pew.
were very funny. We sounded very funny. We were very amusing. We amused each other. Did I amuse you?
Yes.
And you amused me.
Yeah.
And so we figured if we amused each other, we would amuse you. So we thought, well, if only there was a camera videotaping our daily breakfast conversations, it would be a hit TV show.
You're,
It would be hot.
You're fabulous.
And thank you, Michael. And so we said, well, if nobody else is going to do it, why don't we put a camera on us and make us more fabulous? So that's what we did. And hence, the pew.
And it's history.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
Bye.
Bye.